I'm doing brush care tonight. I do faithfully clean my brushes in the ordinary way, but every once in a while I need to give them some treatment. So what I use is, I have a little jar here, but actually it's got Murphy's oil soap in it. And I take these brushes that are supposedly clean, and this is what I'm going to do now. Just dip it in, and when you can see, it doesn't take long, and what's down in the heel starts coming out. You can tell by the color that the lather changes too, that there was paint down in the heel. I use Murphy's oil soap because well, I've tried the Masters, I've tried other things, but this is so gentle on my brushes and on my hands. And if they're particularly stubborn, what's in the heel, I can leave them soak overnight, which I've been doing. I inherited this one and it's never been clean right down in the heel, but tonight I'm working on getting it right down to the heel. And if you can stand the look of my fingers, because I've been playing in this stuff, I pry apart the bristles at the heel to see, and if I don't see any sediment, and if when I'm doing this it comes clean, then I know I've got it, and I just rinse it off, wipe it on my rag, rinse it off because it's water soluble, of course, and the brush is good. This one was really bad. I wish I'd thought of doing the video when I first had this brush. Before I fixed it, I just dipped it in the Murphy's oil soap, and it's got so much spring and responsiveness to it now. It's a beautiful brush. It's not one of my favorites, and it's not an oil brush. It never did have oil paint in it, but it's a water brush. It's a lettering quill. And I don't know what had happened. Maybe I tried to clean it with something too harsh or something. But anyway, it was really frayed, and now it's a lovely brush. But like I say, it's not one of my favorites. It's a little too long. Anyway, you might like to try this method of cleaning your brushes. I don't know, maybe once a year or so. Or if I'm too tired to paint some night, I'll just sit and do this with my brushes. I think it's been about a year since I went through, and some of these I never have done this one before. So you can see I've got a long ways to go with this. I might have to soak it a couple of nights, but you can tell by what's on my little plastic sheet here. It's one of those pieces of material you put on drafting tables. You can tell by the stuff that's come out that I'm getting somewhere. It's just that some of these will have to wait a little longer. So once I've got all these washed and rinsed in my not so clean water anymore, I'll be taking them to the sink and doing them there. I'm really pleased with this method. It leaves a lovely, once they're dry, some of these I've done. See, when they're done, you can see I can put my thumbnail right down into the heel there, and there's nothing. It's very clean. I also take this opportunity when I'm doing this. If I have a loose ferrule, which I really don't like, I will work at them, take them off, and put glue in and put them on sturdily so that they're tight again. I've tried using pliers to tighten the ferrule, but that doesn't work. You just damage the wood. So I enjoy taking care of my brushes. It's just a pleasant exercise. I don't need to paint every night. Sometimes I can do things like this. But I'll probably be at this again tomorrow night just to finish up things like this. But I do like being able to work with something that I can get all over my hands, and it's not a problem. One of the few things you can do in oil paint that doesn't use a bad chemical. You might like to try it.